Thank you, Jesus, for today. Today I'm gonna share the blessings, the gift, share the gift of painting roses. This is just my interpretation of impressionistic roses. So, as you can see, I started to put on the foundation of the rose. So this is how I interpret a rose. I just gonna attempt to paint a garden, a garden of roses here. So I'm using like the darkest red I could find. The one I have is red rose bright. So because of the background, it it takes away from the red. It gives a dark appearance. So the best way to paint the rose is on a white background or a lighter background. So that's why I have to put two coats here at least. So that's how I would do it. So um so as you can see, I could put it on the third coat. I had put the one or two coats before. So I'm gonna just interpret the rose here. It's impressionistic. That's an impressionist view, not a perfect rose, but that's the impression of the rose. So as we could see, I am in the process of reddening my rose now. So when I put the highlights would be a whiter color or a lighter color. So this is how I would try to paint or interpret a rose. And for me, this is what I would call impressionist rose. So that's how I do it. So now give it a little time to dry in and continue putting. Then we start doing the highlights. So filling in the background as well as to try to pick up the direction of the petals. So you have to go light with your hands. And first of all, I'm painting with acrylics. This is acrylics. So against black. So the acrylic is transparent. So you have to go light on your hands to make it show too. The black areas are good in some cases. Like in the center of the rose, you need the dark area to stand out sometimes. Okay, so now I have filled most of my rose. We're gonna start it. Alright, so now we can take it to stages now. We have to start highlighting. It's supposed to be at least 3 levels of highlights. So now we're gonna start to put in the next level of highlights. So we could start with a lighter red, okay, and start highlight. But first of all, let's put some white on the tip of the brush and spin it. So we're gonna to create that effect of the highlights. So now we can start here. Let's see how we do this. Let me see how we do this. Okay, so now we're gonna Just highlight, put some highlights. So we can spin the center. Oops, too light. It's a little too light, you know. Alright, just put some highlights. Follow pattern where the petals may take its course. That's how we're doing it. And now we gotta get a finer brush for that particular center there. So the highlight. No, this little one here, I gotta get a smaller brush for that. Spin. Sorry. Okay, this one is so perfect. Still could highlight it. Okay, don't get too technical. A rose is a rose. It's just a matter of brush strokes. If you could pick up the right brush strokes, you study the petal and you see how the roses have a particular overlap with each other. The center we can darken later. Let's do this one. We can spin it. Spin. Spin. I can use a smaller brush. So now, put this brush down. Have a brush here. So now we're gonna spin it. Tip of white highlight. Not too much white. The white is just a highlight. So it should get 3 levels. This is the edge of the rose, the overlapping leaf. Oh man, that's too much. Put back some red in here. If you get too much, you can get pink. So we put back some red inside here. Now we're gonna spin this here again. Spin it better than this. is a highlight, just the edge. Alright, the gun got to be perfect. You go back in the dark, put the dark in the center, and then the alley center darker. Now we progress again. Second level of red, especially this one here. The highlight. Take the tip of this, and you just spin it. Just spin. Can't go wrong when you're spinning roses, like a weaving. Spin. The little white. That's it. That's the effects. It's just an impression, you know. All right. So now we have highlighted our rose. We're gonna start painting the stems and twigs. So on the green. So let's just the effect. Let's create play around with some buds. A bud here and a bud there. Play with the bud. Something like this. There's a little center bud like. Another kind of bud. Small bud. Alright. So now to create contrast, we're gonna use another color. So we can wash this brush out. Say white. Let's go with white or purple rose. Let's get some purple in there. Let's see if we have purple. Let's get some purple. For concrete contrast. White might be a better contrast. White or yellow rose. So let's go with some yellow rose. Highlight some small ones. Okay, so now we're gonna take this yellow here. You have a little red on the brush, it kind of look pinkish. I mean orangish. So now we're gonna put some effects. Once again, just some little highlights of some yellow, other yellow rose inside. Not perfect, but just to create an effect. Just a little offset. We want it a little more thick, so wait late. Put it thick. It's in the distance, it ain't gotta be too thick. Because it's in the distance. The odd ones at the top. The narrow ones we put it a little brighter. Okay. So now we go into some blue. with the same yellow on the brush, and we pick up and create some green, some light green, and then we can create the stem with it. So this is what we get stem. So we spray the brush. I want it very loose. Should have been a we call it the kind of brush, the bristle brush. So we can put with stems, stems. And then we can create some bush. We got to create some bush too. So now use the same little brush to create some leaves. The leaves we're gonna don't define the stem too much yet. Let's create some leaves, leaf patterns. So we should have done that before. Just creativity, just use your creativity. But not gotta be perfect. And we're gonna vary the green as we go down. This effects is impressionist. So we can just create. Yep. Create leaves, create effects of leaf. Create cut. Take some of the same red and the effects. On with the you know, the little white. Put a little more green inside now. Too white, the brush got for wash. It's spoiling the effect now. And now we're gonna create, we can do something here. We take this brush here. Here's a 4-layer brush. We're gonna wet it, cut a little red inside. Then we're gonna touch and create some more different kind of green. Let's see what more other green we got. We got light green. Could add white and make up. Then we got a heavier green. Sorry. Let's create. Is impressionistic. This green I want to come out from here. Different green we make. I couldn't make. Okay, and we got a little brown there too. So we have soaked the brush so we can create effects. So effects like this. Let the effects be more in the green and in the white. So especially in the area. It's just so called creative. You know, just use your creativity. This foliage brush is homemade foliage brush. It's an old brush to make foliage effect. So now we got some brown here. Kind of brownish color. Just some of the brown effect of it. And this is what I call abstract impressionist or impressionist. Right at the bottom of the rose. Okay, now we finish that. Wash the brush. We still have to do, take a little white to highlight these ones here. So this is how I interpret it, and I hope it inspires somebody. Cause I'm sharing the gift, the blessings of painting, sharing the gift of painting. I hope to encourage somebody, and I hope this blessing, it could become a blessing to them. Just don't be scared, just create. Just create. You leave the white on, and now we go into the green. You want to highlight the stems. First of all, the light coming from like here, this side, somewhere like that. So we can just use our imagination. And so just be free. Just be free. You must enjoy it. It must be something that you enjoy doing. Or it won't be fun. Nothing is no mistake. As the famous Bob Ross used to say, no mistake, you know. The famous Bob Ross. I think this is good enough. Too much of one thing. But we have to highlight some more flowers here. We got this one to highlight. This one here. The spin, red. I'll go back to the other brush. Okay. Angle brush. So we take the angle brush, little white on it, come back to a little red, do some like highlights. Right. Okay, we're gonna put some. Okay. No, don't spoil them now. Too much of one thing is good for nothing. So I think we should leave this. Call it a day with this. But anyway, if we want to say the edge of the rose, like this one here, is better. The one will come like that, and then this one here could come underneath it, and then this one here, this one could come so, and this comes so. They must cross. I lose the highlight. That was a beautiful highlight. The highlight makes it pop. Just clean this off. Right, and the puppet for the highlight. Okay. This one here got fixed. This other one here, let's see, highlight. Okay. Alright, I think that's it for this one. We've interpreted this rose, and this it. Alright, so thank you very much for watching. This is my interpretation of impressionist painting of a rose, like a rose garden. So thank you very much for watching. I hope this inspire somebody, and if you like it, please like, share, and subscribe. But before I go, I'm gonna highlight this one a little more and make it look a little nicer. These when I finish them, I still go brighten them up and give them out as gifts also. I don't leave it like this, cause I take long to paint, but for YouTube you gotta be fast if you want to get through in a certain time. But overall, I'm an artist that take my time and paint. So that's it. There's effect. Effect plays a lot. And I could also put in some, all of those two colors. If it get too busy, it could lose its effect. So thank you again. God bless. And thanks for sharing. Thanks for watching.